The Green Knight is directed by David Lowery. It stars Dev Patel. It is rated R and has a runtime of 2 hours and 10 minutes, and it is definitely an A24 movie. It's kind of half marketed as a horror movie, and there's certainly spooky sequences and there's a couple jump scares. It's not a horror movie. It is just kind of a fun, mythic fantasy, high fantasy, low fantasy. I'm still not really sure what the difference between those are. Kind of quest adventure. Is The Green Knight good? Yes, I think it is. Is The Green Knight a little too long, a little overindulgent, and a little pretentious? Yeah, I think just a tad. It's a good-looking movie, if a little dark. I mean, there's a lot of shots like at night and with the black. I feel like a lot of the blacks blended together. That might actually be the fault of the projector. And old Patel, like, look at that. That's a good look right there. Man, I hope I look that good when I'm 85. He looks like he's about to lead an army of Muslims to retake the Holy Land. Love it. Great look. The Green Knight himself, you know, the kind of Treebeard Ent-looking dude. Oh, he sounds so good. He's so cool. I wish he was in the movie more. He's kind of only in the beginning and at the end, but...
It's me. Indulge me in this game.
I will meet thee.
One year hence.
Now, I can't take credit for this, so I'm not smart enough to have figured this out for myself. I watched a little kind of ending explained video, and just, you know, because it's, at first, the movie seems like a bunch of random disconnected events, and for, like I say, like a Hobbit, like it's an adventure. The guy's going from point A to point B, and he comes across all kinds of stuff along the way. Like, the 5 encounters basically represent the 5, tests of knighthood for the, the King Arthur, their 5 code of honor, or piety, generosity, and all that. And with regards to the runtime, I mean, I think every single movie is too long. You can always cut out, like, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. You can shorten up, you can always trim the edges and make it flow a little better. But for a premise that has a year-long break in the narrative, and when you have one singular goal you're moving towards, as long as you can do it without having the movie drag, the longer the runtime is, the more you can kind of settle into that we're finally approaching a destination slowly over time. And you kind of go with Garwin on the journey to try to, finally work up the nards to do it and go through with it. You have this sneaking feeling that there's something deeper going on and everything means something, and it kind of does, but it mostly doesn't. And I'm okay with that. There's a part where, like, the camera pans slowly, like, to the right, and I'm like, oh my god, I think this represents the forward passage of time. Because, it's like clockwise, like the hand on a clock. And then it goes back, and it, like, undoes what it just did. I'm like, oh my god, I'm a genius. And then it happens again later in the movie, and it's backward and it doesn't work. So I dropped that, never mind. And I honestly don't think there's all that much reading between the lines to be done. I think it's a fairly simple, straightforward movie, and I'm okay with that. I think the baseline moral of, honor the deal you made, fulfill the promise, actions have consequences, and you face them head on like a man. And you don't wuss out like a bitch. And, having honor in the face of death, and I think that's enough. I think that's fine. Like the dude says in the movie, what else ought there be? Although one gripe I did have is the movie's rated R, so you should be, older and mature to see it, right? Which should hopefully mean your brain is developed enough that you can kind of see some context clues and figure out what's going on. Did the director of this movie really feel it necessary to show me dripping, fresh, human male ejaculate to effectively convey what just happened in the film? Because, constructive criticism, David Lowery, you didn't need that. I got it. I got it without that. I could tell what was happening, because that was absolutely and completely disgusting, and now I want to throw up. But other than that, pretty neat little spooky movie, and I would rank The Green Knight a good out of 10.
Are you ready?